Darcy was whining about he wasn't going to be on because it's his movie night.
Okay, but he should say that. Okay,
and
instead of
Carla
going
to
fucking
spend
quiet,
time.
I'm getting
What
sick.
movie? What movie is it?
It's probably not even fucking movie. She's probably be in the bedroom watching TV, and he'll be playing on the computer or watching.
Yeah,
TV.
whatever.
Well,
Anyways,
we're on
hello,
Facebook now, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Hi, Facebook.
Hey, Darcy.
Hi, Darcy.
Good.
Hey, Mrs. Darcy.
We had movie night last night. We started watching Dexter.
You know what? The new beginning. I started watching it. I'm 2 episodes in, and it kind of it doesn't sit right.
We finished it this afternoon.
Yeah.
We went through the whole season. It's just Dexter under a new
teaching his kid how to be Dexter.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think. Well, not the first season, but the next season. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, no. I you know what? I watched the first few seasons there of the original, and you know, I think it's great that they're bringing all these shows back, but now we'll never have Betty White again.
But
what are you talking about? Betty White turned 100.
Betty White died this afternoon.
Babe,
she didn't turn 100.
Can you grab it, please?
She didn't turn 100. She died this afternoon. This morning, actually.
Yeah, give me a sec. I would have been more prepared, but my boyfriend left the book upstairs, so now he's going to get it.
Oh, so she's not dead.
And this is the one that rehearses.
Wait, hold it. Are you saying that
I did?
She's not dead? You're saying that she's on the island with Epstein?
No. Well, she's not going to jail with that Maxine.
Remember, we are on Facebook, guys.
That's fine.
It's like she's not going to jail.
We know Epstein didn't kill himself, so I mean that's a given.
You know what?
What was the best one though that I saw about Ghislaine Maxwell's suicide is scheduled for next week.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you, babe.
Is she in jail already?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, Betty White turned 100. Yeah, I saw that. Oops. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to come out for a couple of weeks.
Well, this is supposed to come out just before her birthday party, and now what's going to happen then? I mean, I think it's all been pre-recorded and shit anyway, so they'll probably run it anyways. But all those people going to the
Zoom
theater,
just threw MJ off because she was showing People magazine.
Oh God.
See, now she wants to. Oh no, Dale wants it.
Dale.
Should tell Dale turn his mic on.
All right, so okay, I'm gonna you just hang on there, and I'll share away in a second. You should see the Facebook stuff.
Well, I got to break the news to Dale.
What's the news?
He's got to unmute first. Waiting for Dale to unmute.
Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Not bad. How about yourself?
Great. Darcy volunteered you to co-host tonight.
I don't know how long I can. I'll be here for a bit.
Are you partying tonight?
Just the wife and the kids. We're kind of playing games and stuff.
Oh, cool. Not into weird games, are you? What?
No, Maggie got this marble set she's putting together. It's kind of like an obstacle course thing. It's pretty cool.
It's not called Mousetrap, is it?
No, it's geez, I forget the name of it. Not Constructs, something like that though.
So when I was a kid, I got a gift one year, and it was a game called Mousetrap, and you had to build this whole great big thing, and then use a marble that had to go down through all this stuff. It's actually kind of a cool game.
I think I remember that actually.
All right. You guys have been tagged. And now I'm going to start everything.
Tagged?
On Facebooky.
I'm already into the 420, damn it.
So what are you doing? Nothing. Nothing? Why not?
Trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
Tug lightly on this bowl of mine. Well, my screen has seen some better times. Well, my buddy poked a hole, now my weed falls deep inside. Please tug lightly on this bowl of mine. You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is how much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how the chiva grows. Smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? What's up? You're both frickin' there you go. I'm alone. I'm alone. I'm alone.
MJ will be back as soon as her computer lets her back in.
Oh, wow. Okay,
well,
then.
maybe should we tell her why she got kicked off, or
yeah,
she should have been
Betty's fault. It was Betty's fault. Yeah, yeah. We lost her today. She almost made it.
Darn it.
Betty White, not Mary Jane. She'll be back.
Well, Mary Jane, she almost made it too. She was here till she showed the People magazine and it got booted off the internet. Guess they didn't want to be advertising. What you smoking?
Where's the bag? I got some. You look at the bag. Here, hold on. Let me turn this stupid video thing off.
Yeah, okay. And you were laughing at my coughing earlier, right?
Hey, there we go. So,
all right. It is a Pure Sun Farms.
Yeah. And it's, I can't read the white part. It's jet fueled gelato. It's a hybrid. It's
yes.
22.7% THC, 0 CBD. And it's nice. It's, it's a nice
sativa.
It's not putting me on the couch, which is the whole, charade.
Yeah. Well, this wouldn't be. There's no CBD in it.
Yeah. And sorry, holy. It's
COVID.
It's nice. It's not COVID. It's a little dry. I'm going to work on that tomorrow. I've got some of those thingies somewhere. The little. What do you call
humidity packs?
Yeah, I got a couple of them around here somewhere, so I got to find them.
Integras or the Boosts.
But you know what? I've had this strain before, and I'm glad they had it. I really like it. The what was it? Purple Kush that I had. Was it a Pink Kush? I think it was a Pink Kush that I had. Same grower, same LP, and it's not so bad. It was all right, but it was couchy. It was like 2% CBD or something like that, right? So it was couchy for me, anyways. I have to be careful of my strains because I've got ADHD and like with alcohol and pills and stuff like that, my body, my brain reacts differently to it. So where you might get a nice buzz and a woohoo, I might get a,
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So,
what are you smoking, Dale?
I was just going to say.
I've got some True OG right now, actually.
Oh,
I'm going to sign up in the new year. I haven't done it yet.
It's convenient.
How did your ganache turn out?
Ganache?
I'm doing it tomorrow now. I ran out of time today.
Come on, dude. I was going to say do it on the air.
Just send me a message and tell me how much you think you're planning on putting in.
And then he'll tell you to double it because he wants some.
No, got a funny feeling I'm going to tell him to cut it back.
I put about 1 gram of oil in my stuff. I don't know. I kind of calculate it from my portions.
For the whole batch. Okay, that'll work.
So
I thought you were going to put like 5 grams in there.
Before I forget, because
No,
we're just starting, I just want to make sure everybody knows, if you want to call in, message one of us, or just call in on Skype at Lifestyle Radio. It will be answered. It'll startle the fuck out of us when it rings, but you know.
Yeah, go ahead, do it. I want you to scare Al, because it's only going to scare him.
I'm a little jumpy. And I've got breathing issues tonight. Trying to move my microphone so you guys can't hear me.
That didn't work. Yeah, you moved it so we could hear you.
Willie, the only way to get rid of it. But see, I can do this now with this mic here. I can sit here and just sit in my tie-dye. I wish I had a shirt that tie-dye.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, what are you smoking, Marcel?
Whatever I want. Oil, hash, rosin.
What strain, buddy? I have some ice cream cake.
Oil I'm smoking is Iranian diesel oil.
Ooh.
The hash that I'm smoking is Napoli's Temple Ball.
Yeah.
And the rosin I'm smoking is I don't know what, but it smells really good.
And you're just mixing it all up and putting it in one, all in one.
No, I alternate. That way I don't get bored.
I do that too. I
smoke an oil
between
joint and then smoke a hash joint.
So how about this one for an idea? You get a double paper, longwise, like, you know, get like a king size paper, and then layer your joint. Do a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and see if you can.
I do that every year.
But can you actually?
I do it with cones. So
does it not just come and jump on you all at once?
No, what it you when you light, when I roll one of these cones up, there'll be 3 or 4 different strains. So when you light it, and usually I'll make it for about 4 people. So by the time it comes around, each time it comes around, you end up getting the next batch.
Okay.
Right. So then you get a taste of every strain all the way around.
But it does combine itself once it gets in you.
Darcy says the rosin's dry ice.
Yeah, I saw that.
He can listen, but he can't come on air.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Where is Darcy tonight?
He couldn't come on. But he's going to sit and listen to us talk about it.
He'll listen to it, sit here and talk about it. Darcy, I'm going to come down there and I'm going to snip the fucking little bars off your wheels so you can't go anywhere. I'll bring a snipper with me. And Dale's going to hold your bike so you can't run away.
Why not just let the air out of his tires?
No, because that's just, you know, he's probably got rubber fucking wheels that you don't have to inflate or anything. Eventually, he's going to get sick of us talking about it.
No, he's got, they're bicycle tires.
I know.
Basically.
I know.
I saw a cool one for him, though, that I think he'd have a blast in.
I saw, did you see the thing I posted? It was it's a sled, but it's got tracks and it's really small. It's not like a full size snowmobile, but it's the same kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, let's go back to talking about Darcy.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about, Darcy, this time? I'm still wondering what's wrong with Mary Jane and her computer.
He has a silly shaped head. That's what it is. What was that?
Silly shape. That's because when he was younger in the chair and he'd go to the bars, everybody used him as a table. Rest the beer on him and stuff. Kind of flattened out his head. So I hope you're listening, buddy.
What are you smoking, Darcy?
How does he know which rosin I've got?
Who to what? Where to? Yeah.
Yeah. How does he know which rosin I'm smoking?
Where did Mary Jane go?
She said she couldn't. Her computer wouldn't let her on.
Everybody's got an excuse for everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if you want to message me Darcy's cell number, would you please, Marcel?
Oh, sure.
If you want to get a hold of Darcy, you can reach him at. No, I'm kidding.
Hang on a second. Oh, you sure? I've got 2 of them. I'll give you both.
And his desk number.
You want his wife's too?
No, his desk number at work, his office number as well, so we can call him during the day.
No, that's his work cell phone.
Oh, that's why he's got 2. I get it. One they keep tabs on, and the other one they don't.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Screw that. Geez, we should talk about the year in review, because 2021 was such an awesome fucking year.
Oh, you know what? I spent the day looking for fucking articles to talk about, and it's just like I miss just hanging out with my friends and having fun, you know? Like,
all right,
just not happening anymore.
Do you see what's happening in Quebec today?
Big party.
You want to bet? As of 5:00 tonight,
they're locked
new
down.
regulations come into effect. The curfew is at 10 p.m. until 5 a.m. Anybody seen outside their residences at that time will be fined, subject up to $2,000.
So our suggestion to you is to go down to New York Times Square, because their party's on.
Yeah.
They have not canceled shit.
As long as you've been vaccinated and you socially distance.
Oh, excuse me? Really? I didn't know they were going to stop people like that. Yep. How are they going to how are they going to, and it doesn't matter. I mean, I know that Toronto, the fireworks start, I think, at 10:30, and they're all along the Toronto skyline / lakeshore area. They're not doing it off the CN Tower. They're doing it along the, probably where they used to have the Benson and Hedges thing, right?
Somebody down the road was firing off theirs before I come in here.
They were doing it last night and the night before out in the back here, and it scares the shit out of my dog. She goes into complete trauma and everything. I hate it.
Oh, my dog just, when the first one bangs, she barks, runs to the door, and then wants to go out and see. And they don't bother her or anything. She just, it's a noise outside. She wants to know what it is.
Yeah, Rose is terrified of them, and like it's like up at the trailer. The minute she starts hearing gunshots,
Well, I set mine off last year. I didn't do them this year, but normally I do Canada Day, and I'll set off a bunch. And we had her there with us, and she just sat there watching them.
Buster was the same way. He went into a complete panic mode when there were fireworks around. I tried taking him to fireworks once. Nope, didn't work. Dragged me all the way home. What was I doing here? Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you were doing.
Well, I was looking at our feed here so that I can see how many people aren't listening.
You guys have a good holiday or what?
No, not really. I didn't do anything. This is the first conversation I've had with anybody, really, other than in a store or in the hallway since the last time we did a show.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't talk to anybody.
Nobody calls. I don't, so whatever.
Yep.
I remember when friends used to pick up the fucking phone and say, "Hey, man, what's going on?"
Or stop over and visit.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the kids, nobody would visit us.
There you go.
Yeah. But then again, I'm pretty fucking antisocial, so.
There's a difference between antisocial and wanting to hang out with your friends who are also antisocial. Yeah. Because antisocial people like hanging out with antisocial people. I believe they call it, I enjoy having people with me that aren't there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. But I can be in a party of 50 people and still be alone.
Yeah, I like that atmosphere, but I like to be able to leave when I want to leave. I get, the topic goes bad or whatever, which happens.
Yeah.
I miss the lounge because, it was like 30 different conversations in a day. It's not like the same conversation. Well, there's a lot of how are you?
Yeah.
Would you like
Fun.
tea with that?
That'd be a pretty cool scene, though, having a smoking lounge like that.
I was
Yeah.
there. I was there 3 days a week, from noon until 2, sometimes in the morning, depending on what was going on, who was there, who was around. We had our events and also our market. I miss it. I miss the people too.
I used to go to a nice one down in the valley, and you walk in, there's a dab rig or a vaporizer on every table. And
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Well, but
buy what you want.
They're
and a rosin
Kelly's
press
Green
there, so
Lounge
that-
is Kelly's Green Lounge is open, and you can go in and do that. But it's a private club. I think you have to be a member. We can ask Mary Jane; she'd know.
Yeah.
And there are a few still open in the city, but you need to know somebody now. It's not that, it's not like there's Gunjanistas at the corner. Come on in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. It's just not.
Welcome back.
Anymore.
Finally.
Welcome back.
Computer had to restart twice, and I was like, it was the ghost of Betty White because I was showing off
Don't do it again.
my People magazine.
Because I've been telling everybody you got booted off for advertising that People magazine.
Timmy's upstairs watching porn. He's taking up all your bandwidth.
No,
Yeah.
he's right here watching porn.
Oh. Hi, Timmy.
He says hello.
Oh, he has his own desk now down there in the dungeon.
Yeah, I kind of made him one. Yeah, it's not a very
You harvesting?
one, but yeah.
And
What's
he
that?
isn't.
And he doesn't help you. He doesn't
No,
know
he's
how to
working.
do it.
He's working. Last time I got him to trim. That was funny. He didn't like the sticky fingers.
Oh, really?
Can you hear the fireworks? Hold on. Oh, they've already stopped.
Nope.
No.
Can't hear the fireworks.
I could hear them. They've already stopped.
Okay, but you've also got a noise canceling microphone, so we're not going to hear them.
Yeah, I have that off.
Yeah. Mhm.
I have that off. But yeah. It's
what did
not the
I
big
miss?
one.
I missed something about.
Oh, we were asking everybody what they were smoking. What are you smoking?
This is Blueberry Headband, but
Oh, cool.
I don't know what I'm smoking. It's whatever
Oh.
was in the jar from last time.
Blueberry headband.
Ah,
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I've had that, I think.
Whatever was
Probably.
in the jar, or Blueberry Headband.
Yeah. Well, both.
it's been around a while.
Even the stalks smell good.
Yeah.
What do you do with the stalks? Do you make them into art? Make
I'm
a
actually-
basket.
I'm super excited. I was gifted this. I'll show you guys this beautiful piece of hemp paper that was made from their own hemp plants at a paper refinery, a paper mill or whatever. So I'm going to do some art with that. But I'm going to make a frame for it out of, instead of using sticks, I'm going to use cannabis stalk.
There are fireworks going over Scarborough.
Oh no.
Yep, down at the I can see the flashes and hear them.
Does anybody else get itchy?
Everybody
hemp?
does.
Yes.
Everybody does. Eventually, most people will develop an allergy to touching it.
Why?
I will put gloves on now that I've got it like this, because I've got to get into like the really small trimming.
Yep.
But yeah.
But I'm at the point where I have to wear gloves anytime to touch the plant until it's dried.
Really?
Yeah.
I know if I touch it when I go in and I like brush against the plant, if I'm if I'm watering this one, I can feel it.
Yeah.
If it touches me, but this is different. Like I feel all itchy right now.
Hey Dale, I got my new light up yesterday.
Oh, did you? How's it working?
Awesome.
Good. Good to know.
It took me a while before I could see normal again after testing it, but yeah.
I know, eh?
Is it blue? One of those purple ones?
Yep.
Don't you
Everything.
need special?
It's everything. I've got the glasses. The glasses are sitting right there beside me, but
You don't remember to put them on.
well, they don't fit well over my glasses.
Oh,
So it's a matter of, do I want to see or do I want to see?
so they need to improve on those glasses to make them
Hey.
for people who have glasses.
I remember
You can
something
get
I
them.
need to talk about
Uh-oh.
before I forget. Our old friend January Thomas is looking for Henry. Nobody can find him, and I've put posts out. She's put posts out. Somewhere in Seattle, he hasn't been seen since I think around the middle of November.
Oh, shit.
Maybe the middle of December. Sorry. But anyways, it's been a while since he's been seen, and they're looking for him. And Henry Hemp and January, they were at the beginning of this movement when I started. And January's a brilliant comedian, and I don't exactly know what Henry's doing these days, but I know that he was in Seattle and they're looking for him. So if anybody,
Is this on your page?
yeah, it's on my page. I put it on the 420 radio group as well.
Okay.
You know what?
What?
Now I just got to find it.
Oh.
Dale was saying something and then he muted himself.
Yeah.
No, did he? Okay.
Oh.
That might
I
have
think
been
that's
just,
playback, I think.
yeah, that
Oh.
was me scrolling through your page trying to find the, you're always like, yeah, I shared the post, and I'm like, I've gone back 10 hours and I still don't find it.
It was.
Dale
it
should
was-
have the video one on this marble game.
I'll send it to you, Mary Jane.
Yeah, if you send it in the group chat again. You look like you have a green mustache right now
I do.
when
Yeah,
you return
when you turn your
sideways. That's funny. Every time you look, you'll never see it. That's like the can you
Well, I
bite
was
your ear?
while I was waiting for you guys to come in, I turned around really quickly, and there's a little bit of delay. Watch my video. Okay, you ready? It just cracked me up.
You know, the funny part is we don't see that, Al. Only you can.
I know.
That's what kind of makes it funnier for the rest of us.
Happy
I
New Year
know.
to you too, January. Yeah. So, what else is going on? We were talking about stuff.
We're
that
talking
happened.
about something, but then you remembered something, and then
Yeah, we were talking about the year in review kind of stuff, right?
yeah, that was an hour ago.
Yeah, was it? Did we come
Yeah.
up with anything good then?
No, we're not.
Do you guys have any resolutions this year? Do you do resolutions?
No,
No.
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 Why do a resolution just to feel bad that it failed come February, April?
See, and that's why we had this discussion, Timmy and I, and I'm like, you know, if people make a resolution on a day that other people say, hey, you should make a resolution, chances are you didn't make it for yourself and you'll probably end up failing.
Exactly.
My resolution is to just have a better year. That's all.
Good luck.
It's the only thing Let's start the year right, Marcel.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry, but I am not the way this last year has ended. I'm not too optimistic that there's enough intelligence to get through the next one.
Yeah, well.
Well, I got something for you. I actually did, I think, my first New Year's resolution in like, I'm gonna say my whole life because I don't ever remember making one. And it was to try something new every day for the year of 2022. So I've got 366 things that I'll be doing next year that are all new to me every single day.
I saw that.
So what are you going to do? Have you got them already written
I'm
out?
going to take
You
suggestions.
got the list?
I
Can I give you some?
I am taking suggestions. There is a Facebook group where I will be posting all of the progress.
You're going to get yourself into trouble.
Hey, you can suggest whatever you want, but
No,
Will you do it?
may or may not
I'll
take it.
suggest things here. Thank you.
I tomorrow is trying Vegemite on toast.
Oh, God.
I've never
That's
had
Oh,
not-
it.
you're going to do that kind of thing. Oh, I've got some for you.
Yeah, it could be food, it could be activities, it could be like I was 23 or 24 when I jumped in my first pile of leaves, and I was 27 when I climbed my first tree.
I
So
remember you
Ever
saying
been scuba diving?
She was a real virgin when we started. Like she
Yeah,
didn't
but
know
have
anything.
you ever been scuba diving?
No,
I want to go
How do you
scuba diving, but no.
how do you feel about sharks?
I don't know. I like them as long as they stay over there.
Would you go
Would you
scuba diving with
would,
sharks as one
would
of your
you go
lists?
stick your hand in a
So
shark
here's
tank?
here's the thing. I'm game for anything like that if other people are gonna pay for it. Something like
Would
that, I
you
probably wouldn't be able to afford.
would you pat a shark that was swimming by you in a tank?
When I pat one, sure.
We did.
I
Why
did
not?
in the ocean too.
Yeah. No, but okay. Well, we did it at the
What are fingers
Ripley.
for, anyways?
Yeah. I watched all these different funny videos. So anyways, they're out. They're doing some biological tests about sharks and stuff like that. And somebody threw something out and it didn't go where it was supposed to go. And then another girl's like, I'll go get it, and goes out, and the great white starts swimming back towards her, and she jumps out of the boat, and he's like, rah! It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I get it.
I've been
yeah, I'll
fishing
get it.
enough to know that if you just lay there and play dead man's float, they ain't gonna touch you. They're gonna come
You
over
punch
and nudge
them in the
you.
nose and they'll
They'll
go away.
nudge you
What?
and go, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're not food. You're dead."
Punch them in the nose.
They don't nudge you. They bite you, taste you, and realize that you're not a seal.
Oh, here we go. More fireworks. Can you
And
hear
then they
those
spit
ones?
you out.
Well, on my list,
Unless it's a tiger shark, then it just eats you because it don't care.
on my list that I've started, I've got hold a snake.
You've never held a snake?
I've never held a snake. I want to
New
do
Year's
treetop
fireworks.
trekking, and I want to go in a cave. I've never
You've
been.
never
in
held a
before
snake?
in
Come to the
cave.
farm. You can come in, and I've got snakes at the farm.
Frig you! I'm going to the Tyrannosaurus Pets place, and I'm holding a pet snake. I'm not holding no damn wilds. My friend said
They're
that about a
fucking
snake.
gardener snakes. They don't bite.
No, I'm
You've
getting
never
if
been
I'm
in a
gonna hold a
cave?
snake, it's gonna be a big fucking snake, okay? Not
Wait,
just gonna
and
be a
you've-
little bitty garden snake.
I used to own a 6.5-foot boa
Actually,
constrictor.
they're not that small, to be honest. Scared the shit out of the dog.
That's what I would hold.
They're
And
nice
I'm gonna
snakes.
hold it.
And you've never been in a cave.
No, and I've never had sushi.
Ugh.
So I get sushi like fucking probably once a week.
I don't
Um,
like sushi at all. Don't like fish.
So basically your list is everything I did as a teenager.
You know what's funny? On Facebook, I did in the Belleville group here in town. I was like, give me ideas, and one person gave me 7 ideas, and I've done all of them. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm not as sheltered as I thought, but
Where
I
are there
think what it's
caves?
showing is everybody has a different level of sheltered.
There's caves near
Yes.
Hastings somewhere, and I can't remember where they are.
Oh yeah, Warsaw Caves.
Is that what
around
it is?
here. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna eat crickets next year. I'm gonna try crickets.
Fuck, you can do that anytime. You can go to the grocery store and get crickets.
Yeah.
Health food stores sell them.
Well,
Yep.
okay. Here's one for you. Have you ever tried tongue?
Yes.
I
Beef
love
tongue.
tongue.
Eat
Oh,
a tongue?
with
I don't know
mustard
if I
on a rye bread. Oh, it's fucking awesome.
No,
Yeah,
but
beef
I
tongue.
like heart more than I like tongue.
Beef heart is amazing too. There's no
Yeah.
fat at all, really.
So the thing with food, I have to be careful though, because I have stomach sensitivities. This is also part of I want to learn
See what
what
you
I
can
can
eat and see
eat
what you
too,
can-
right? Like I'm gonna eat Indian food for the first time ever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that can go on that list, but tomorrow is Vegemite. I know that. Vegemite on toast.
Have you had mustard?
Are you doing these on video?
Yeah, I'm gonna video and put every single one up.
Oh, this will be fun.
Spend
You
the year
should-
with MJ every day.
Well, no, I mean, just with Vegemite, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it.
I'm gonna hate it and probably
What
gag.
is it?
It's gonna be hilarious.
It's a spread that they eat that's fermented.
Yeah, it's like yeast or something. Like
Yeah, it's
gross. It comes in a
it's-
squeeze tube.
Men in work
It's-
used to sing about it.
it has its own unique,
And at work.
interesting flavor.
Yeah,
we'll say.
the
It's
lady
kinda
who
like-
gave it to me told me if I don't like it and I can't find anybody else to give it to, please bring it back.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, because it's that good and I'll eat it. I was like, okay.
Okay, so she's one of those ones that likes it, obviously.
Well, she's from Australia, so she's like, it's delicacy there.
But I've known Australians that don't like it either.
Oh yeah, no, she said you can bake with it. You can put it in your stews and your gravies and your soups and yeah. She was like all
Yeah.
for this stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna try like the very, very littlest bit because they say sparingly on toast.
Oh yes.
It's very sharp, right?
Try it on a cracker.
Yeah, no thanks.
Toast.
It's kind of like the flavor of mushrooms. Some people like them, some people don't.
Do you know the one I'm really excited about? I gotta tell you while Timmy's not here. Throwing a pie in someone's face.
Oh, because now it's Timmy's face, obviously.
That's not gonna be, well, it's gonna be more fun than the getting a pie in the face day.
But does it have to be Timmy?
Yeah, because the getting a pie in the face day will be Timmy's day to give me a pie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eye in the eye?
Because
Right in the
'Cause
kisser.
I would really love to see a video of Al getting a pie in the face.
Somebody might get punched out if that happens.
Well, come on down this summer. We'll go out there and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, Al. Come on, take one for the team for the video.
Yeah, sure. I need to throw somebody in my pond.
Well, hey, have you been thrown into a pond?
Me? I've
Yeah.
been thrown into water, yes. But I've
No,
never
but
jumped off of a bridge into water or jumped
No.
off a diving board. And a
Into
diving board is
pond
on my
with a
list.
layer of scum on it.
I have a great bridge to jump off of here in Nova Scotia that we jumped off of. You got to do it when the tide's up or you're going to hit
I
the
think
bottom.
I know the one you're talking about near the old campsite. Is that the one you were
What
talking about? No.
No, this is the Goose Clap Bridge.
Oh,
It goes over the Shubenacadie River.
the Shubenacadie River.
And I
That's
think
a
it's
nice-
I think low tide it's a
That's a handful. to
40
say.
or 50-foot drop. But you don't do it low tide because the water's only like a few inches deep. You wait for the tide to come in.
I think I'll try jumping off a diving board first.
How about jumping out of a plane?
I would probably do that if I could afford to do that. I would do it. This is
Well,
what I'm saying. Like I've had people, somebody
Let's
suggested.
talk about that one because if
I
I could
had-
find somebody to
I
go
had-
with and they've got a big enough fucking tent for me, I would jump.
I had one lady offer to take me to have sushi because she's never had sushi. She said, I would love to try sushi with you. My treat.
Okay, so are you afraid of sushi?
It's raw fish.
No, it's not. It's not all raw fish. So
Hmm.
if you get a California roll, it's crab meat, avocado, and cucumber.
That's
with a-
raw. That's raw. I've only eaten tuna. Okay.
Crab meat-
Like
From a
crab meat
can.
is
tuna
not
and
raw.
halibut.
With some mayo.
The crab meat isn't raw. The crab
Why?
meat's cooked. It's imitation crab meat in most places.
I've never had it.
You've never had imitation crab?
If you want real sushi,
If it's
go
come
to
from
a
under the
Japanese
water, the
restaurant.
only thing I've ever eaten from the water is halibut and tuna. And I think I tried that seaweed once. Is that what that stuff is from Nova Scotia?
Kelp?
That
Kelp?
kelp?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, dulse.
Yes.
The purple stuff.
Yes. I tried that.
Really?
That was
Do you know we use that more for a salt substitute than anything because it's salty.
yeah, I
Today
didn't
you're
like
seeing
it.
the many faces of
Oh.
Mary Jane.
You
Yeah, there's
grind-
gonna be many faces this year.
we just grind it up and use it like salt.
Oh, I could see that.
Okay, so the imitation crab meat stuff is in the seafood section. It's all fully cooked, and that's what they make seafood salad out of.
Huh.
But they'll put that in sushi, call it a California roll, and it's probably the best starting point. Then after that, get into the tunas and stuff, which are raw.
Okay. Well, I plan on getting like a little one of those like platter things with a bunch of different things. I seen my
Yeah, like a
friend
s-
eat
sushi
one where
boat.
yeah, it looked like the fish was in like the shape of a flower, a rose, and like there was like stuff over here and a couple rolls, and it looked awesome, but I was like, I don't think I'm gonna try that yet.
So have you already picked a place where you're going to go?
Not like it's just on the list, sushi, but there's no like
Well, I'll tell you how to pick the place. Go take a look at the place and watch it for a little while and see how much traffic's in and out.
okay.
Because
See how
if
many
there's
people
not a
come
lot
out
of traffic,
Holding their
then
tongue.
your chance of it being fresh are less
Mm.
because it's been sitting there waiting for somebody to come and buy it.
Well, I was suggested the all-you-can-eat sushi place in the town next door.
That works.
So that should be fresh, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We have I go either direction. We actually have one place here in town that has sushi that it's not bad. But then I've got one in Moncton and I've got one in Truro and I've got one in Halifax. So anywhere as I go, I can always find sushi.
Can you get donairs over here in Ontario?
There's a few places, but I don't know where.
There must be a few
never had one
Lebanese.
of those either.
Some of the Lebanese people up there might be doing it. You've never had a donair?
Isn't that a falafel?
No.
Is
No,
it the same
falafel-
as shawarma?
No. Well, close to shawarma. But donairs came from here, and basically was ground beef that's cooked as a great big gigantic meatloaf,
Okay.
put on a spit, and to left all of the fat drained from it. Then the
And then they just cut it
donair,
off?
pardon me, yeah, they just shave it off.
The donair is a
like shawarma.
chocolate-filled donut, but it's handmade.
No, a
No?
donair is donair meat, which is ground beef
Oh.
that's spiced up with
Okay.
onions, tomatoes, and donair sauce, which is a combination of garlic powder and sweetened condensed milk or evaporated milk or something.
So what
like
am
that.
I thinking of? That's got the chocolate filling.
A
It's like
beaver tail?
No.
Like I've never had one of those
It's-
either.
It's not. Okay,
You've
so
never
have
had
you
a
had?
beaver tail?
Have you ever had?
We can do
baklava?
this all night.
How about
Wow.
baklava? Baklava is
Ooh, baklava
I
is
did.
so good.
I did try that this year.
well, if you ever want it, go down to Country Style at Bathurst and Bloor. They have it there always.
No. My sister
Hungarian.
is married into an authentic family. They made
Hungarian?
authentic baklava. It
Yeah.
was delicious. But I'm not a pistachio person, so I was like,
I love them.
nuts.
Nuts. Go play with your nuts.
I like cashews.
I love nuts. Period. I like. There's a few I don't like. What's that? I heard
got a
that.
mouthful of cashews right now.
Really, I like just in general. Nuts are okay. There's a few that I don't like, though. Right, there are a few. How about head cheese?
Ooh, no.
No, I'm
No.
gonna try and stay away from dairy.
Two of my father's favorite things that I always used to bring him, but I could never be around when he was eating, was head cheese and blood pudding.
Ugh.
Then he's not feeling well. He's with Darcy in his backyard. Look in the window there, Dale, and see if Darcy's in his backyard smoking a joint.
With
Come
Lenny. Oh, and he says it's not COVID. That usually means it is now.
on. You've been
Yes.
not feeling well a lot lately there,
Well,
sir.
no, we're pretty soon we're going to be able to tell who's been vaccinated and who isn't, because the vaccinated people have COVID and the unvaccinated will be going around. Well, I'm all fine. I had it once.
I hear we're up to possibly 8 now. 8 shots now.
I don't know, man.
Look.
Look.
Here it
look.
comes.
Here he comes. Hello,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Darcy.
Hello, Al.
Hey, Darcy.
Buddy.
Well, I was sitting there rolling joints for the wife because we're in the intermission of watching movies.
Intermission. Dude, we've been talking about you for 40 minutes. You've been listening to us talk about you for 40 minutes now.
Well, actually, I haven't, but anyways.
What was the
I was
movie?
gonna say, how much have you heard, Darce?
What movie? We watching Queen Pins.
Queen
How
Pins.
is it?
Did you watch Don't Look Up yet?
No, not
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, you should watch Don't Look Up, but
It's good. Is it?
Hey, there's a lot of mixed feelings on that one there, buddy.
some people are pissed off about it and some people like it, but
I'm not a
it's
Seth fan.
it's a good representation
Not
of
Seth
what's
Rogen. Who is that? That's
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No. He's okay. The other one there that plays the son.
bit.
Jonas Hill.
I'm not a big Jonah Hill fan at all, really. So
I like him. He played that part good.
That's really the only part that I didn't like.
It's a problem that people have with is it's too realistic.
It's also too much tongue in cheek.
Yeah, there's a lot of
there's
a lot of humor that you got to pay attention for.
There's a lot of facts in there too. I mean, like people
yeah.
need to realize that we really do have a comet coming directly to us. Will it hit us in our lifetime?
Why do you think NASA shot off a rocket to see if
Yep.
it could nudge a comet off course?
And this isn't the one that they've sent it up to do, and it's going to be televised. Isn't the one that they're worried about?
No, that one, the one that they're going to bounce or try and bounce, isn't going to come anywhere near close to us. That's why they're going to practice on this one.
Yeah.
The problem is what if the one that's coming towards us is 10 times the size?
Or they bounce this one towards us.
Okay.
Oops.
Maybe
It's a matter of changing the trajectory, right? Like they're not going to blow it up like in Armageddon. Close, but I don't think they're going to give it a bump is what they do. They're sending whatever the apparatus is, the rocket, into it. So it's not like it's a missile that's going to hit it and blow it up. I think that would create more issues in reality.
Well, maybe that's what Starlink actually is. It's like all those satellites are just like a barrier, so that way if something comes in, it's going to hit the satellites, and maybe it'll just like.
I don't know. I know that it ain't for my satellite internet yet, so I know that I don't know when it was, but China is actually trying to go after Starlink because they had to reroute some of their space center out of the trajectory of the trains that they're circling the Earth, right? They had to move their space center out of the way, basically, and they're pissed off at Elon now.
Well, I'm curious as to when people are going to start talking about the fact that the government admitted that there are UFOs this year.
Did you watch the thing? There's a thing on. There's a new show about it. It's all declassified UFOs.
Oh, good. Because I'm like, when are people going to start talking about this? Everyone's still on COVID. Yeah, okay, COVID's been here for 2 years. They admitted about aliens. Come on.
But wait, don't you think that there might be a reason why they would keep going on about COVID and not the aliens?
They have released information that they have started a new group or foundation or whatever that's specifically for exploring UFOs and contact. So they're putting in place some kind of a MIB kind of.
That's funny. I went to one of those meetings. Timmy and I did like back in 2019, and you have to pay to be a member, and each member then would get
badge.
Like you get jobs that you have to do. Like if there's a report of something, you have to go check it out. If you're the closest person, and basically, like you're saying, like MIB shit.
Yeah, cool.
But in Canada, we've known this for years because General Hillier told everybody for years. Who just bounced off?
I don't know.
I feel like touching that shark.
Isn't he cute? It's my buddy Ralph.
There's a little fishy underneath.
I'm going to have to leave earlier and the shark ate him. So Darcy?
Yes, sir.
What's the next show you're going to watch? Same one?
No, he's going.
Actually, after this, I'm watching Empire.
He's going to call into another podcast that he does every week.
Actually, you know what? I never gave it a chance until the other night. I ate 2 gummies and sat down and watched them with it. I really fucking like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch that all the time.
Don't mess with fucking cookie.
Ozark starts again on 21st. I believe they loaded up the next season. I'm looking forward to that.
I couldn't watch Ozark after 3 or 4 episodes.
Oh, dude, no, you need to get through it and watch it because have you seen it, Mary Jane?
I don't like him.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
Really?
I don't like him.
Darcy, have you seen it? Dale?
Yeah, my wife watches it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched every episode twice.
I love Jason Bateman shows, but it's too dark for me.
It's
I've never
fucking
found
amazing, and I can't wait to find out what happens because the last show of the last season was just like, oh, you know, you knew it was coming, but it's like, oh, you see it happening.
Well, we
Right.
watched the new Dexter. I like that. We
Yeah,
finished
yeah.
that one. this
Yeah, we were
afternoon.
talking about that. Yeah.
And then we started watching Yellow Jackets, which
What
is
about
kinda
Yellowknife?
fucked up.
Yeah, you ever watch-
Yellowstone, you mean, Al?
Yellowstone. Yeah, I enjoy that.
I haven't looked at. I don't know what channel is it on.
It's
I think
on
it's Netflix or Prime.
CW, I think, right?
The
Yellowstone?
Paramount channel, Marcel, on your bell.
Oh, is it Paramount?
Yeah.
Well, no, I can get Paramount, but
It's
you got to
it's
pay
like
for Paramount.
it's like watching a Kevin Costner movie every week. It's that
Yeah.
well done. It's just like
Some, some people would have a hard time with that. There's a lot
Now-
of people.
Just
aren't
explain
real
why I don't like the show
fans of Kevin
Yellowstone.
Costner, right?
let me also throw in that our very own Hugh Dillon from the Headstones here out of Kingston, Ontario, is in it as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's also in the Mayor of Kingston, which I've gotten 2 episodes into. Have you seen that yet, Mary Jane?
No,
No.
haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, it's the Mayor of Kingston, and Hugh Dillon's in it, and a couple of other
Kingstown.
Canadians. That's what I said, Kingston.
No, King.
Oh, it's Kingstown. Yes. Yeah. And it's kind of like. Did you ever see Bad Boys, or not Bad Boys? What was the one with? Fuck. Bad Blood. With buddy that was in SOA. Yeah. Have another
The big
date.
guy?
No, the Canadian guy, not Ron Perlman.
No,
Cat,
I like Ron Perlman.
Kim Coates. Kim Coates is in
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy Kim Coates. He's a really good actor. Yep. I also enjoy Colin Feore. He's an amazing actor as well. So is Hugh Dillon. Actually, when I met Hugh Dillon like 20 years ago, he had just done what was the one there that he did, Hardcore Logo, and people were waiting for him to become a big breakthrough actor back then. So it's nice to see that it's happening. I didn't even say hi to him when we were at that thing, Mary Jane.
Yeah, I just took a bunch of photos. I was in heaven. I could.
Oh God.
I could do that for a living.
That was like having a party with the Headstones and maybe 100 people. Right? Yeah, that was it was so fun because he didn't want to stay up on the stage. There was a small crowd, and he wanted to be with us. I think 2 or 3 of the guys came out at one point, the guitar players, and
they pulled somebody up on stage too.
Yeah, and he scared the shit out of Al. Remember?
Are you kidding? He took my camera. He took my camera, and I wished I had it on record. I was taking photos. He took my camera and went and whatever, and showed the audience. I got my camera back. The fucking, I don't know what he had on his hands, but my lens wouldn't go out and in anymore. I had to buy a new fucking camera lens, and I was like,
well, they're still one of my favorite bands.
The photos I got from that night are worth every fucking penny I spent on a new camera.
I actually was going through a bunch of stuff that I had on a camera, and I found a whole bunch of pictures from that weekend, actually. Yeah.
Oh, I just want to give a special shout out while I'm thinking about it to Scott from Dollar Tree, who let me in at 3 minutes past when they locked the door. So he would sell me scissors because I told him, and this is what got me in. Dude, really? I need to trim tonight and I've got no scissors. Can you please? I'll go straight to the cash and you can grab the scissors. So thank you.
He smiled and let you in.
Thank you, Scott. I might even show up with a little bit of this for you.
Okay, I got some news to talk about because I want to know what the hell's going on in Ontario.
Oh.
All right.
What? We'll see if we can answer you.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah.
Trenton, Ontario on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
4 guys go into a property and steal 2 tractor trailers. Well, two trucks. And then they go over and hook onto 2 trailers that are each carrying 200,000 pounds of butter.
Butter.
Oh yeah, I heard about what did they know that it had butter?
Butter prices have gone up. That's why they did it.
Are you serious?
Probably.
A pound of butter down here costs you about $6-7.
Yeah, anywhere from $4 to $8 for a pound of butter.
Yeah, $5 to $8 here. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
It's a 400. They say 400,000 kilograms of butter, and that it had a street value or a retail value of roughly $200,000. That must have been some
Should have
shitty
put that
butter.
background down while we were talking about movies.
Who the fuck is buying butter off the gray market or black market? And what, you just rolling up to the back of some guy's truck? Hey man, I got a shit ton of butter for you.
That's actually, somebody tweeted that out. Please call the OPP immediately if you're approached by someone who says, "Psst, you want to buy some butter? I got
Right?
unsalted."
Like,
Salted or unsalted. But to claim that it's only worth $200,000, that sounds like some pretty for 4,000 kilograms of butter.
Marcel, it's great value.
that's funny.
It's Walmart's butter.
That should show us how much they're overcharging us for butter.
Okay, so if you have 400,000 kilos,
Pretty
so that's
slippery, if you ask me.
850,000 pounds of butter. How many ounces of pot would you need?
Double it.
I didn't even hear what you said. Sorry.
You're talking math. I don't get it.
Well, how many ounces do you use in a pound of butter? 1? 2 ounces?
Well, it depends on
how many cups is a pound of butter?
Ounces of what?
2.
2 cups of butter. I use 28 grams.
So an ounce.
Yeah.
All right. So 1 ounce per pound of butter.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pot.
What I do. Yeah.
That's still a lot of pot for 850,000 pounds.
You could do 14 grams, do half an ounce, but that just makes your butter weaker.
Yeah. I would make my butter that way anyways.
I make it 28 grams, and all my friends say that fucking my bakables will put anybody on their ass. So it tells me that everybody else is putting 14.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Because
what do you use, Al, if you're making in your magic butter machine? How much would you use for a pound of butter?
An ounce.
An ounce.
But it would be if it was bud, like really good bud, an ounce, maybe a half an ounce. But I will, if it's just shaken stuff, then probably close to 2 ounces. Depends on what you're using, right?
really, you put 2 ounces in the magic butter?
Not in the magic butter machine, no. But I mean,
I was gonna say that's a lot. I can only ever put an ounce.
It would depend on. You can only do 5 cups, which is not a lot, right? Like full. You can have up to the line is 5 cups, right? Or is it 5 or 5?
I only ever throw a stick of butter, like the
generally, if it's shake, I'll use an ounce. If it's bud, whatever I feel like, really, but it's usually mixed. I'll use.
And this is why you have to go slow and start low when it comes to your own edibles, because you're changing the concentration and you're not using the same amount all the time.
And for me, when I make cookies, any edibles, it's for me. I'm not. Unless somebody comes over and can I have one of those, I'm not typically even sharing, so I'm not worried about how somebody else is feeling.
How strong it is. Yeah, most of the time when I bake for other people, depending on who it is, I'll just cut the butter in half. I'll use half regular butter and half my butter.
Well, it makes pretty good peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
You tried those?
Yeah, I ate them horse tranquilizers.
Right on.
If I can get a cookie where I have 2 or 3 of them and it takes the pain away and makes me want to go have a nap, then I've done what I need it to do.
Well, you definitely want to sleep.
Yeah. That's the main reason. Like, I mean, it's either, and edibles are better for that because, you know, sometimes you got to sit yourself down depending on what you got and smoke yourself silly before you like, you know.
Yep. Any cahoodle, Al? I just wanted to say Happy New Year to you because I'm going to finish my movie with my wife.
What did you just say? Any cahoodle?
Any cahoodles, yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah, that's what we say here in Ontario.
Yeah, so we are having a show next week, so I'll be back. And with a grow segment.
Oh.
New.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
New grow for 2022.
A new grow.
I'm getting ready to start training some plants, so I figured that'd be a good place to start.
Training them?
Yeah.
No.
Couple different styles.
How did your weird plant? And you can answer after he leaves, but I want to know how your weird plant did. And yours too, Darcy?
I didn't smoke any of it yet, Al. It's there, but I didn't smoke any of it yet.
It's been trimmed in that?
No, it's still got quick trim, but it's all vacuum sealed in a bag.
Oh, okay.
God love somebody for giving me a vacuum sealer.
Huh. Well, you have fun. Enjoy your movie.
I sure will, guys, and I'll see you next week.
Later, buddy.
Happy New Year, Darsh.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Say hi to Carla.
I will.
Oh.
Good night. Goodbye. Oh.
Yep. And you guys got to sit here for another 4 hours with me. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be asleep far before fucking midnight, I assure you.
I'm actually going to start checking in with some of my Australian friends and find out if 2022 is actually better than 2021 yet.
Yeah. Was it Ken there is in Australia, isn't he?
Yeah, Ramona.
Well, you can let them know I'm going to start the year off by trying some Vegemite.
Vegemite, Sam.
Yeah.
We should listen.
I don't even know if she'll eat Vegemite. She's a transplant from Newfoundland. So chances are pretty good. They've got another one too, though.
Nobody's made our phone ring today. It's very depressing. You know,
cowards.
Here's the thing, okay? I get so many people on Twitter. Oh, I should call in. I would love to call in. I'd love to come on your show. And well,
Marmite.
Style Radio
Marmite's
on
the other one they have.
On
what's that?
Marmite and Vegemite.
Marmite.
Like a cheese and a cracker.
The flavor of both spreads can be summed up in 2 words: strong and salty. And there's a slight difference in taste. Vegemite is more intensely gobsmacking than Marmite, which has a milder flavor and even a slight sweetness compared to the meatier Aussie cousin.
Gobsmacking.
Gobsmacking. It's a gobsmacking flavor.
Wow.
And Mary Jane.
What are gobs? Lips.
It's healthy for you, though.
Vegemite
contains more vitamins,
by the way.
B1, B2, and B9 than Marmite. But less B3 and B12.
I've heard of Vegemite, but that's it. Are they? Is it plant or no? I thought Vegemite was a plant.
I thought it was yeast.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it is yeast. The Marmite is. So
Ken wouldn't know because he's from Canada. He's not a native Australian.
Marmite is actually banned in some communities of Australia. And it's because it's being used to make alcohol.
Oh. It's like the potato.
Because it's yeast.
Yeah. Potato.
Right? It says the yeast-based product is contributing to antisocial behavior in some remote communities.
Because people are getting drunk? I thought alcohol was social. Or is it the making of alcohol that's antisocial?
No, the making of alcohol is actually pretty social. You'd be surprised how many friends you actually find out you have.
I mean, because you're in your basement, right? Like making the...
I hope not.
Most people make their stuff outside there now.
Yeah, I really hope they don't make it in the basement.
Oh, good. Well, see, that's how often I've made alcohol.
We have a
So
friend
Marmite
we
is
have on
British.
and
Vegemite
talk about
is
that, what happens with that.
all right. I've had enough British food to know that I'm not even going to try Marmite. And if Marmite is even worse than Vegemite, then I can guarantee I'm not eating Vegemite.
Welcome to the Vegemite Marlite Hour.
Wait,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even try Vegemite? Oh no.
No.
No, no, I'm not into those funky tastes. I'm not a fan of truffles.
I've not tried truffles, but I hear they're very good. I'm sure I have in a
Talk
restaurant.
about like chocolate?
No, chocolate. I eat chocolate. I mean, real truffles, like white and black truffles.
Yeah.
I have the truffle oil that I
Stuff
use.
that pigs
but
find.
I have to use it so sparingly because it's
I only know about chocolate truffles.
it's the umami flavor that I'm not.
They are a mushroom, I believe. Truffles are a mushroom that grow
underground
in the soil around pine trees, and they
oak
use
trees.
Is it oak trees? They use pigs to dig them up because they don't eat them; they'll just dig them up.
Oh no,
Do
they'll
they
eat them.
Do they? Oh,
yeah. And they'll also use dogs.
Do they use dogs as well?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can go like there's parts in Ontario that you can go truffle hunting, and it's like almost like a cult following.
They're very rare and sometimes very expensive, depending on where they found.
I mean, some truffles can be massive and weigh pounds and be worth thousands of dollars.
I need to go truffle hunting.
Not to me. I would sell every one that I found, but I'm not that much of a fan. I've had.
Yeah, but that's the point. If they're going for that much money, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I'd just like to remind everybody at 11:59:59, shut off your computer real quickly so that nothing gets damaged. Okay.
No. Between now and that time, somebody better be yelling out Jumanji so we get this fucking game over.
But did you complete all the tasks?
No.
I survived.
I have more weed left.
This whole year's been like Squid Game.
I've not seen that. I tried watching Cowboy Boop.
Yeah, I couldn't get into that one.
Yeah.
But I did watch Squid Game. I watched it when it first came out. I found it to be highly interesting and enlightening on human introspective.
Did you watch that True Life one that I suggested you watch with Kevin Hart?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah. No.
No.
I think Kevin Hart should not try to do dramatic roles. I think he should stick to his comedic roles.
Really? I thought he was really good at it. I thought he did a really good job.
No,
is that the one where he's a live-in caretaker for the rich guy?
No, this is the rich guy whose brother comes to town and fucks his life up big time. He's a big celebrity, as big as Kevin. He's basically playing himself. But
yeah, he's basically trying to make it look like it's his life story.
But apparently, it is based on somebody's truth somewhere along the line. Don't know if it's his or who it is, but apparently, it's based loosely on a true story.
No, I like Kevin Hart as a comedian, as a serious actor.
I thought it was really well done.
No,
2 thumbs up.
It's hard to do that jump, and I don't think he's there yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's trying to pull a Will Smith. Will Smith can do that.
There will be another season. And speaking of Will Smith, he's got a show that he's doing for Disney. I can't remember that. Home, I think it's called.
Yeah, or Earth or something. Yeah, he's narrating. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's actually going out and going to like volcanoes and into the bush and into
Zac Efron already did that.
Yeah, but that was good as well.
I like Zac Efron when he did. I'll watch this one.
I like Will Smith, but when
Kevin
he laughs, he bothers me.
Yeah, if Kevin's new season comes out, I'll watch that too, and hopefully I'll see him get better in that dramatic side. The problem is he's done so much comedy that I have a hard time watching it because I'm waiting for the punchline.
Okay, see, now I don't find his comedy funny.
Oh, I like Kevin Hart's comedy.
Okay? I don't find him or Chris Rock. I don't find him funny. Dane Cook. No.
You don't find Dane Cook funny?
No. You know who I find funny? Timmy
Phyllis
Boyle.
Diller.
Timmy
I was gonna
fucking
say,
Boyle.
I've never heard Timmy Boyle, so.
funny. He did this really good, awesome show. Well, it's 2 shows. He did 2 shows in 2 countries in one night.
So like Windsor and Detroit?
I don't even know. Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Yeah, but getting across the border, that was fun.
Or Seattle and Vancouver.
What did he say? Did you go with him?
Did I go with him? No.
Oh.
No.
I'm curious to ask him what he said.
What's that? About what?
When he got to the border, what did he say he was going for? I'm going to do
so here's the funny
comedy
thing.
show.
So as soon as you say you're a comedian, they think like, oh, you're a big deal. And then when he says, yeah, I do church in I do comedy in churches, then they like wonder if it's real. And then they look at him and realize it's real and figure, well, you can't be making that much money. Go. So he gets across the border really easy. He gets across the border so easy that when we flew to LA, I actually had a pack of Shatterizer atomizers, and all of them were full of shatter, and it was in my purse and I didn't even notice. But that's how they just pushed us both through. Nice. Needless to say, I didn't know I had them, so I didn't have my Shatterizer, so they were useless to me, and I ended up leaving them there.
So you're saying that I should look at becoming a Christian community or a comedian, because
absolutely. And
so
Timmy,
what's the rules?
Well, Timmy's doing this thing right now where he's actually Hillary's here. Hey, Hillary. Yeah, so he's doing a thing where you can actually like train to be a comedian. He'll like teach you.
Oh, I'm already funny as shit. I just want to know what's the rules with this Christian comedy shit. Am I allowed to swear?
Funny. No. That's a no. So it's basically like corporate comedy, only like cleaner, even cleaner than corporate. Corporate, you can get away with like fart jokes. Well, maybe not. But yeah, you
take my wife, please.
You obviously haven't seen me be a comedian around corporate people, have you?
Well, that's what I mean. You can't do that in a church.
I can picture Timmy up on stage doing Henny Youngman jokes. Not Dangerfield.
Yeah.
He has this Christmas show that he does where he teaches the younger audience about the 1980s, which he says is the best decade that ever was.
Who?
Timmy.
What?
Yeah, and then he explains why the 1980s is the best decade. And he sings a whole song about it. It's actually called Santa, Please Bring Back the 80s. So he says it's a love ballad to Santa.
Yeah. Because we would really love to have disco back.
Disco?
Yeah, disco. I like disco. I wouldn't mind having some disco.
I want the
hated
roller
that
rink.
whole phase.
I want the roller.
I prefer old rock, classic rock, reggae, but there are some the odd new band comes along. Disco Duck. Quack, quack.
Yeah,
I was Rick Dees.
Yeah, I want the 90s back. Honestly,
no, I would like the 70s back. That's what I would like.
Yeah, if I had to say, I'd want the 70s back.
It'd be like
way more fun.
I wouldn't be here.
Way more fun. Way more.
We'll see you when we get there again.
Yeah, it's true. Everything comes back around. Styles, music.
Yep. Oh yeah, I saw a kid the other day wearing bell bottoms. Yeah. I had those. You got the platform boots too, and she did.
Yeah. Well, how else are you gonna keep your pants dry?
Well, yeah. But no, because the pants still drug on the ground and covered your boots. Keep your boots clean.
Yep.
Yeah, I miss the 70s.
I
don't remember a lot of it, but I mean, it was fun.
Yeah, I truly miss the 70s. Truly, because I grew up in Yorkville in the 70s. That's where I spent my teen years. And I was like, yeah, the 70s.
I did. My 70s were spent half in the city and half in the country.
What city?
Dartmouth.
Okay. See, I was all in Toronto. I mean, we went away.
Oh, I was in the north end of Dartmouth, and
we went away for Christmas vacation. We usually drove down to Florida or flew down to Myrtle Beach or something. But in the summers, we went to camp until we were 16, and then we did our own thing. We created our own camp. Driver's license, get it? Yeah, booze runs up to Caledon.
I grew up in the north end of Dartmouth, and it was such a lovely place that you either had to learn how to run or learn how to fight, and I was too fat to run.
I grew up in Toronto being chased by the cops.
Yeah. So my parents moved us out of the city and into the country to basically keep me from being killed or thrown in jail.
Mm-hmm. My buddy, I won't say his name, but my buddy made the newspapers. He took the police on a 3-hour chase through the basically the University of Toronto, annex area, up and down one-way streets the wrong way. It took out like 50 cars. He always had a thing for Smokey and the Bandit. He got a little bit too drunk and wanted to see if he could actually pull it off. No, he didn't.
Do you know, we were back in the 70s and the 80s, drinking and driving was a very common thing.
But and they still, in movies, in new movies, they still promote it. You still see people get into a fucking car. But now go ahead.
No, I'm talking about 70s and 80s.
Yep.
People used to drive around drinking beer and throwing their empties out the windows. And we went for a long space of never seeing beer bottles on the sides of the roads here until this year. And we've seen about half a dozen times we've seen beer bottles or cans on the side of the road. So yeah, maybe we are going back to the 70s.
Just in my little stretch of the highway there in front of the farm, I see beer bottles and cans, usually cans up there, I must say.
But has it always been that way, or?
I don't know. I know that when I was a youngster, my dad and I used to go to the park and pick up beer cans and beer bottles from the kids drinking in the park the night before. We always returned ours, but we used to make a pretty dime, my dad and I,
Yeah.
Now, did you happen to watch the Cheetah commercial? Anyone?
Cheetah commercial?
Yeah. No. Okay, I got to find it. So you guys talk about something.
Cheetah commercial?
Yeah, it's
like a cat.
Don't drug and drive commercial.
I saw a still shot of it. I didn't see the video.
Yeah. Oh, don't drink and drive.
It's don't smoke and drive. They're doing a campaign, and I'm trying to find it. Just give me a second here. Where are we here? We're 12 hours. It was a couple of days ago, wasn't it, Dale?
Well, apparently, Timmy said he went through 2 ride programs in the last couple days, and one officer asked him if he had any alcohol. The other one asked if he had been consuming any alcohol or cannabis. And I said to Timmy, I said, why don't they just say, have you had any drugs or alcohol? He's like, oh, so I could say, no cannabis or alcohol, but I have had some cocaine.
Yeah. Coke's fine. They did. I'm not lying to you, officer. Well, your eyes look awful glassy. Yeah, but I've admitted I haven't had any cannabis or alcohol.
Okay, I want to play this because it's so stupid what they've done. But I'm gonna post. I'm gonna just give me a second because I gotta.
Are you gonna share it?
I'm gonna share it here. Yeah, I just have to get it loaded and stuff.
Al's gonna share his screen.
Okay, we're gonna pause that. Probably gonna get in trouble or something from Facebooky.
Probably not.
That's
not
okay.
Where if it's a commercial.
It is a commercial, but it is.
Somebody's making money every time it's viewed.
I guess so. It's a Tanzanian cheetah. Anyways, okay, so I gotta go here, and I've got that open and ready to go, and then I go share my screen, share my screen. There we go. I've got it. We'll make that big, and can you see it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The Tanzanian cheetah can run upwards of 80 miles per hour. Relying on keen eyesight, the cheetah hunts during the day. Here we see a cheetah driving down the desert road smoking a joint.
What have I done?
Now he's getting a DUI from the cheetah police, which means he'll have to go to cheetah court, pay up to 10,000 cheetah dollars, and probably end up in cheetah jail. Don't be like the Tanzanian cheetah.
Okay.
Why did I think that was funny and cute? I think they failed on that.
I think that was the stupidest fucking thing ever.
I thought that was funny and cute.
Makes no fucking sense to me. Sorry, makes no fucking sense to me.
They put him in jail for smoking a joint.
Yep.
And what would they give him if he was drinking a beer?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gotten very foggy here.
Kind of looked like the was that the Marlboro Camel, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
That's what he put me in mind of.
He's a cheetah. Don't cheetah yourself. Puff cheetah. I saw somebody who is an influencer for a long time. I don't like that word, but it's the only word I can come up with. Said that he doesn't get why people smoke pot on podcasts, on video podcasts. He doesn't get that, the reasoning behind it. It's like if you were a cigarette smoker and you were having a conversation with somebody, would you not want to have a cigarette if you could? You can't anymore in a studio.
I would.
You do, but I'm at home as well, right? Like if I want, I let people smoke in my apartment. I have an ashtray for cigarettes, right? I don't like mixing my roaches with.
I feel like there's a difference though. There's a difference between how, you know, we consume, like I smoke a joint while on air.
Yep.
But we're not sitting here overabundantly smoking massive big slabs and, you know, like trying to outsmoke each other. That's a different type of show.
No,
I don't really like those.
Yeah.
That'll be
If
next
you want
year.
to do one of those
That'll be
shows,
next
it wouldn't be very fun because I normally smoke about 6 joints during the show.
Well, I was going to say I usually have 3 or 4 anyways, depending on what I've got and the conversation where I have my shadowized.
The reality is it's medicine. And
For us.
I need to
But
medicate during the show.
I don't do the
What
Snoop
is
Dogg
medicine?
of light a big honking joint and watch half of it burn away because while I'm talking, I'm holding this thing like a big cigar. I mean, that's great for him and it's what he does. That's all fine and good. But to me, it's still a medicine and that's an awful waste.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the people that are doing those big ass dabs just to see, you know, I can down a, you know,
I could do it.
dab or whatever. And I'm
I
like,
used to see the kids doing it at the lounge every day, and I was like, you know what? You're going to take a fucking $30 gram that you just paid for, and you're going to stick it in one fucking shot, and you're only going to get maybe 2% of it. Because the rest is a big fucking smoke ball, and that's what you really want. You just want to make a $30 ball of smoke.
well,
It's
if your
stupid.
tolerance
Do you know what I
is that
see?
high, then you need to change something because there's no reason why your tolerance
You
should
need to
be
go to
that.
rehab if that's what's going on.
No, you need to
Kidding, of
detox for a little bit. Take
Oh, yeah.
take a day or two, a day, and just, you know, nothing.
But
I
to
can't
do
even do
a
that.
1 gram dab or even a half gram dab, but somebody does a 1 gram dab, I look at it as being 100 doses for a medical patient.
I will admit that I enjoy taking a half a gram or so and spreading it on a piece of candy or even squiddling around in a really hot tea and stuff like that. I like
That's a
to
little
do that.
different. You're eating it.
That's right. Yeah.
You're not sending it up in a big cloud of smoke.
No, I do put it on. I put it on a rollie, like you do.
Yeah.
I like my rollies in the morning. I really enjoy. What I also really enjoy is roaches. I love roaches.
See, I know, man. Once it's
What do
been
you do?
lit,
What do
I
you
can't
do with your
relight it.
roach? What do you do with your give them to the kids?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
I don't have any roaches.
So you smoke. What do
I
you do
smoke
with your
them down.
roaches?
I smoke them down.
Because you've
It's
got
just
a tip.
it's just
I
paper
smoke-
and I throw it.
I
I
wouldn't
smoke
wanna-
my
I would-
roaches at bedtime.
I wouldn't want to smoke his roaches anyways because they've got tobacco in it.
Yeah.
No, I smoke mine before bed. The last 2 joints are my daytime, like my daytime joints.
You almost poked yourself in the fucking eye there, lady. Good thing you're wearing glasses.
I got protection.
Yeah, no,
Well, I hope so.
These.
I won't. I'd like people that light a joint and take a couple puffs, put it out, and relight it again. I can't do that.
That's what I do usually.
Yeah, no, I can't. Once it's been lit, once it stays lit till it's gone.
I
also gets that shitty taste.
I find
Exactly.
myself-
I mean, I'm not
I
a
know.
big fan of pot taste to begin with.
I
I'm
like
even
a
less fan
freshie.
of burnt pot taste.
I like a freshie too, but you know what? I like to have a little, put it out, have a little, put it out.
Oh, I can't do that. Every time you put it out, it gets yucky.
Yeah,
I like
harsher
roaches
or-
too. I just said that, didn't I?
No,
Yeah.
I just smoke it till it's like this much, and then I save that till the end of the day.
But-
I roll up a bunch of those.
We used to
So,
save
your
all the
roaches-
roaches. We used
Your
to save all
roaches
the
kind of
roaches.
coach lock you or make you tired and sleepy.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah.
I look
Because
at
very
it
why I
like
likely a
smoke them.
lot of the THC got converted to CBN in the amount of times you lit that joint.
And usually they're pretty dry by then. So yeah,
Yep.
they've already degraded to that. So yes, but that's why
Nighttime joint. Yeah.
it's a nighttime joint usually.
I don't
But
know if it's true.
that's-
I
if
just
it's
know
all
at
you
that
got,
time of day I've smoked so much that really I don't care if it's a nasty tasting bedtime joint, you know. I'm going to bed.
I'm not looking for flavor. I'm looking for knock me out, please.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that I'm trying to stay up later. right?
Wait, oh,
Somebody
I just
fart?
watched her wipe a whole bunch of hash away and then onto her clothes.
No, it's all here. Look,
So what are you wiping on your clothes?
this stuff.
The rest of the hash.
No, the loose leaf.
The
Yucky.
leaf.
That's called trim.
Ew, leaf.
You use that.
Sticky.
It's just as good, if not
I got
as
the trim.
good as everything else.
It's all in here.
Okay.
But if it hits the table, it's no good now.
You should look at a trim bin. Have you ever seen a trim bin?
Yes, I
So-
actually realized, like I said, I had to go bust down the dollar store at like almost close because I realized I didn't have the stuff I needed.
Oh yeah. I like
Um,
trim bin because it's comfortable. You can sit on your lap, your arms can fit into it nice, and then it's got 2 trays. The top tray where you do all your trimming has a
And then
screen
the
mesh.
sifter.
Yeah, so if you're dry, I wet trim, so it's useless for me for that. But if you're dry trimming, there's a great pile of hash underneath after you've done a few pounds.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah,
What were you gonna say? Is it break time? No break.
no, it's the pause that refreshes. He forgot
So this is what I
because
got.
he got high. Cool. Off of one plant?
One
That's a blueberry headband.
and this.
The blueberry headband.
That's the trim.
Yeah.
But these are like the small, but like
So what are you going to do with that?
I'm gonna smoke it. Well, I'm gonna cure it.
You
And then
smoke
the-
your trim?
The trim? No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn that into oil.
Oh, yeah.
Grapeseed, most likely.
What do you run for a light, Mary Jane?
I use a 315 LEC.
Okay.
Yeah. I've had the same one since I got my tent when I was working at BMA. The same bulb. So that should tell you how long those fuckers last.
Who?
It's a CMH,
The CMH.
Who are you referring to?
the bulb.
Ceramic
bulb?
metal highlights.
Were you?
That's
Never mind.
actually your
Never
light's
felt
probably
it.
degraded over that time, and
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
But if it's still producing, go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
But if you replace the bulb, usually after a year or two, you'll see an increase in your production because you'll have more light.
Flowers will love it.
Well, it's been. Ow, what's it been like 3 years?
Mhm.
4 years, 3.5.
Hold on.
I
I've been here.
When did you move?
I've been here for 3 years and 6 months at Mom's.
Yeah,
Almost 4 years.
yeah. That's a long time to have one light bulb. And I
Yeah.
have two. I have a grow and a flower, and both I bought the same day,
yeah.
and they're
I
both still working.
I've only replaced. Actually, I replaced one of each for my metal halide and my yeah. I've only replaced one of each in the last 5 years, but now I've switched over to this LED light, and I'll see what it does.
Yeah, I'm
So
curious to see what you think of that myself.
I'm already, I all I've got left is trim and ice cream cake because that was the one I had the most of.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, but I mean, like I said at the beginning, it'll get me through to Christmas. And hello.
Hey, it made it.
It made it. Yep.
So next year we'll just get you to set up a little better system, and
Next year there's going to be a few different things going on. So.
I'm thinking this spring of making a bigger compound, make some bigger plants. I get limited. My plants are probably averaging about a pound to a pound and a half dry outdoors. And I want to go a little bigger because I know I can get more if I have more space.
I put away maybe just over 2, and then maybe equivalent to half that. Well, maybe even that much trim as well.
Yeah.
Right. And then the big leaf I just threw out, and the trim and the twigs and stuff like that. Although some people were telling me to use it. So grind it up and make, I don't know. I don't fucking know. There's a lot of, what do you call it in there? The green shit.
Chlorophyll. Oh, yum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing like the disgusting taste of chlorophyll that hits your gag reflex. It makes everything want to come back up.
But I did, what did I do? I did 8, and I got just over 2 pounds when I put it away to cure.
It's not bad.
It's not
especially
bad.
on your first grow.
Yeah, I got a lot of good teachers.
Yeah. No, I want to make my compound a little bigger, go a few bigger pots, maybe go a few extra plants.
So more fence?
Yeah.
Bigger
but I'm
dog.
gonna move it. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna cut out all my blackberries.
I saw a picture of your dog the other day. My God, she's fucking huge now.
She's
remember when you got her.
She's my baby. I can't believe that she drove home on the palm of my hand.
She was
Really?
so small
Wow.
when you got her. I remember.
She was
when you
what?
brought her home.
Oh yeah.
I remember when you brought her home.
I could hold the whole dog in my hand, and now I can't even hold her head.
I've never had that experience of the puppy. I got Buster when he was 2. I got Bo when he was 11. I got Rosa when she was a year and a half, 2. I mean, but she's 8 this year, right? Now she's turning into a fucking all the time now.
I see Sadie starting to get a little gray around the lips.
Yeah, Rosa is. She's starting to go a little bit gray. She's got her boobs. Her boobs just sit on the floor now.
Well,
I'm waiting for my nuts to do the same
yeah,
thing.
but Sadie only turns 3 in April.
Yeah, she's just a
only
pup
3?
still.
Wow.
Yeah, she's just a pup.
Yeah.
She's still
Yeah,
growing.
but they only live 8 years or so.
No.
Yeah, I lost my
Really?
mastiff at
Yeah.
9 or 10 years.
The
I think.
larger the dog, the shorter the lifespan.
Well, no, yeah, I don't know about that, bud, because you know how big Buster was. Okay, he was a fucking tank, and he was 16. 18, because I had him.
Oh, you can get them. The odd one will live much longer.
I attribute
But
it to cannabis. You know that.
it's-
So
Yeah, it's rare for them to live much past 8 to 10 years when they're bull
13.
mastiffs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like Bo was 16, and he was an Aussie, a purebred Aussie shepherd, and that's a long time for an Australian shepherd to go, right? But if you get a healthy dog,
Can you hear the dog?
Your dog?
Yeah.
No, I hear traffic.
Just hang on. Let me see if I can move closer.
I'm listening to my sump pump right now.
Oh, cool. I can't hear it.
No, she knows I'm close, so she stops. She's been laying beside me, and she snores like an old man.
Rosa snores too. She's behind me snoring. You can't hear.
Yeah.
I can take my mic over though.
Well, that's what I did. But as soon as I started getting close, she knew I was close, and her tail started wagging, and she stopped snoring. So
And all Steven does lately is he just like hangs out in the bedroom, comes out, sits on the, he doesn't do much of anything, Steven.
yeah, our cat's getting that way. Our cat, we were trying to figure out how old the cat is. We think it's around 16.
Well, yeah, Maxine said that she found paperwork while she was packing her apartment up, which is where he came from. David's mother, my godson's mom. And she said that it dated him to like 13, and we thought he was about 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So he's a lot older. But like you've seen my cat. You've held my cat, I think, right, Mary Jane? And
no, I didn't hold him.
Okay, but he was a big boy when you met him. He's come down a lot in weight because I've got him on metabolic stuff, like the Hills prescription stuff. Yeah, and her as well. Although now because we're home and she ain't running around as much, she's gaining weight again. Me too.
That's what's happened with Sadie because we're not outside as much when the weather's like this.
She's out there chasing me on the tractor and just running after snakes and shit and frogs and I'm gonna go up and see what kind of tracks are in the snow. I like to do that. Just because it'll be nice, pristine snow with just tracks, right? Last year,
you hope you go out and find everything's tore up by snowmobilers.
They did. You know what? They're very respectful up there because there's a lot of trails up there. And I when I went up last year, I looked specifically to see if they were going onto my property, and they weren't. They were just going across my driveway as they're allowed to do.
Right on.
Yeah, they're very respectful up there because of the amount. Mary Jane, they've got snow trails up there.
Yeah, they have the Trans Canada Trail that runs. It's the longest trail. It goes from one end of Canada to the other, and you have to pay to ride that trail. So there's no reason for them to go anywhere else.
Because the minute they go on somebody else's property,
yeah, you got to pay.
It's just a permit. It's a permit.
Same
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay to drive on those trails here?
Sure do.
I don't have. Well, I know I don't have a snowmobile or a 4-wheeler or anything. So
one of the clubs is at the Folly Mountain there.
Yeah, I mean, I see them going all the time. Everybody here owns one, and they're always.
I've not. You know what? I've not been up there to see them in the middle of the winter because it's just like it's hard to get in there.
And it's cold. And
it's like minus 21 up there. Is it really cold? Well, you're down by the water, so it's a little warmer, I guess.
It's just like being in Toronto here.
Yeah.
Whatever the Toronto weather is,
it's supposed to hit minus 21. My sister has moved to Alberta, and it's minus 51. I'm like, you wanted to move there, lady. They're having the frostiest start of a winter ever. I'm like, it's like minus 51. I'm like, fuck me, no, thank you. I'll see you.
Right now we're at -1.
And she saw her first moose. She driving down the highway, and there was a moose kind of just walking down the road.
But we have a travel advisory. Total snowfall amounts of 5 to 10 centimeters are possible.
Hey,
I went up in the middle of the winter last year. I mean, I do go up. I go up, and there was 3 feet of snow already on the ground. I could not even get in. I had to park on the side of the road. I couldn't even drive in my driveway.
You tell your sister she went the wrong direction. Our highs are going to be 5 or 6 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, but you'll get the frost in the middle of fucking February, March, right?
And we'll be at 4 tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, and you don't think Alberta gets frost in February, March?
Of course they do.
Well, yeah, but it's buried under all the snow.
You know what? It was -6 here, and I'm not acclimatized yet. And I was like, this is fucking frigid. But yet in the middle of the winter, it's like -20, and I'll go out with the fucking dog in my shorts because I'll be acclimatized.
When I was young and dumb in the military, we went to Resolute Bay up in the Arctic Circle. And being young and dumb, that's when I realized that my teachers had lied to me in school when they said that up north they get 6 months of sunlight, 6 months of darkness. Well, no, it's actually 3 months of light and 9 months of darkness. And it started snowing on the 1st of August, and we were wearing t-shirts. And we stayed in t-shirts for probably 2 weeks before it actually started feeling cold for us.
We used to go to Horseshoe Resort. Is it Horseshoe? That's what it's called, Horseshoe.
Horseshoe Valley?
Yeah, Horseshoe Valley. Thank you. And there were days when we were out skiing in 20-degree weather with snow. It was fucking awesome. You know, I mean, we usually get a 1 or 2 20-degree winter weather 1 or 2 days.
Yeah, we had some good cold temperatures here the last few weeks, so that the ski hill got to make quite a bit of snow base, and then we started getting a bit of snow for that. But we went to Truro, I don't even know what day this is, I think Wednesday. And just after we got snow, we had probably a good 10, 15 centimeters of snow. And the closer we got to Truro, the less snow there was. So we got dumped on, they didn't.
Yeah, we got no snow right now.
There's been nasty weather up there. You know, I don't know if I mentioned it. My big tent that I was doing shows from, the whole top of it, the top cover, ripped up.
Wait, you didn't leave it set up?
No, not now. No, it was like there was a really bad storm that whipped through there, and it flooded the area and all that. And when I went up the next time, there was a big slice down the whole front of the top of the cover part. That you just go buy a new one, right? But yeah.
Is this your cabin tent?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was really whipping, and I wasn't there. Now, I was supposed to go up the weekend before, and if I had to pull it down, it's not that those things are fucking hard to put up and put down, dude.
I know. Once you get it up, you don't. Yeah, for one person, once you get it up, you don't want to take it down. I had to go.
I delayed
take the snow off of my tent.
I delayed it. You left it out?
Well, no, I have one of those garage tents.
Now, okay, yeah, you have to pull them off there, right?
So I just go and take a broom and smack the snow off the roof of it, just so it doesn't build up.
I thought about getting one of those for.
That's like the carport thing.
But I didn't.
Yeah. I had one of those like a long time ago, and the wind came and took it, and it was kind of like blowing it. And okay, so I was not thinking, and all I was thinking about was the poor baby, the newborn baby that lived at the bottom of the hill in the house with the mom. So I jumped on the side of the thing trying to like hold it. And then when it kind of like lifted off the ground with me on it, standing on the bar sideways, I was kind of like, oh my God. I jumped off just in time because another bar kind of like busted through and would have like got me in the stomach. And that's when I realized I was an idiot because I was not strong enough to stop this thing from going into the house.
Grab to hold it, yeah.
You didn't have it anchored to the ground?
Yeah, no, my ex-boyfriend didn't do that.
Oh, see, I've got these big
do tent pegs count?
No.
Yeah.
Mine's screwed down with 4-foot augers.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't dating the brightest cookie in the bunch.
Yeah. Mine doesn't move at all.
I thought about getting one of those things for my tractor and all that stuff, but you know what? That's $1,500 to get a good one. That's not going to rip the first year. Now,
no, I got mine from Canadian Tire.
The good thing about those things is that you can take the wrap off and use them as a greenhouse during the summer.
Oh, if you want. But what I did is, as soon as I got mine set up, anchored to the ground, I went and got a bunch of straw bales.
Okay.
And I built a straw bale wall down each side and on the back end. So it prevents any wind or anything from going in underneath.
Yeah.
Because the bales are actively holding everything down to keep the wind from going in. So it doesn't move. And when you go in, it's in the wintertime, it's really nice and insulated. And I'll go out and set up my Roku TV out there and sit there and watch TV. And it's like my own little man cave if I want.
My man cave is all folded up at the moment.
Yeah. I just have to shovel a path to it.
Well, you know what? In all honesty, I would go up more if somebody hadn't broken my fucking snowblower, to be honest. But, you know.
Who broke your snowblower?
Oh, gee, I wonder. Let's not have this conversation on the air.
Okay, because it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. No. Anyway.
It was probably that fucker Darcy.
It was probably Darcy.
Yeah, we'll just blame Darcy for everything now.
Could have been Lenny.
Dale, who won?
It's still being built.
Holy jeez.
What's being
It's
built?
complicated. There's gears and everything.
Oh, is it? This sounds awesome.
What are you talking about?
They're playing a game.
Maggie's present.
Oh,
And what's it?
Mousetrap?
Oh, Mousetrap.
I'll get the name.
It's not Mousetrap. Get the name for us.
Is it that the one with the clown that you what's it called?
I don't know.
You pick the parts out of the clown with the
You mean
light.
Operation?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Out of the clown.
out of the clown. Well, he is a clown.
Okay, but they're not in operation. You don't actually put them together first.
No, you pick the thing. You pick the organs out of him.
Yeah, whatever the
Uh-huh.
game they're playing, they actually have to build the game first.
Oh, okay.
It's called. It's by Discovery Channel. It's called Mind Blown.
Oh, I've heard of those. Yeah. Do you ever go into Minecraft to that store, or was it Mastermind?
Mind games.
Is it Mind Games? Okay. Mind Games.
Is that the Marble Runner one?
Yeah, it's got gears and a chain and a bunch of
I like
platforms.
Toys R Us as well.
Available at Canadian Tire.
Well,
Canadian Tire had some
wow.
you know
That
what? Last
looks
time
like
I
a
was
lot
in
of
Canadian
fun.
Tire, they
That's
had
similar to Mousetrap.
those mini drones
is.
for $29. They're fucking awesome. Mousetrap. I heard somebody say Mousetrap.
Yeah. Well, it's similar to Mousetrap with the contraption that you build.
Well, you can't.
But with
say
Mousetrap,
mouse.
when you come around the game, when they come down and captured your mouse, then you were over.
Yeah, but Mousetrap, they changed. I don't know if you know this. They changed the game of Mousetrap years ago, and you don't have the thing that you build the same. It's not the same
Oh,
as
really?
it was.
Are you serious? Oh, I'm going to
Yeah,
look
and
it
they
up.
changed. They also changed life.
That's
couple
like,
years ago,
and they
too.
changed the science center too, and it sucks.
I haven't been there.
I miss the science. I mean, the science center when we were kids. Oh my fucking god! You could go there every fucking day and still have fun. Now it's like little 12 by 12 rooms of stuff that hardly works anymore. It's not like the museum still has some good exhibits and stuff like that.
There's a Hasbro one that you don't have to put as much together though, but it's the same idea that the marble's going to come down, and
Yeah, that's the original Hasbro one, isn't it?
that's the one I'm looking at on Amazon for $17.97. But
Yeah,
Canadian Tire has one that just calls it the board game. You put it
Video
together.
games kind of took that away from us, didn't they? Although they still sell a lot of board games, they're very expensive. I mean, a fucking an authentic Monopoly game is $100. You know,
Yeah,
But
well, those are the
Depends
special
on where
edition
you
ones.
buy them, which edition.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm buying them, but you know,
I
That-
have this amazing Monopoly board that I bought 2 years ago. It was $40 at some mall, some toy store, and it's got all gold pieces.
okay,
It's like
yeah, good
beautiful
collectors,
big
collectors. Thing.
box. Yeah, it's amazing. So you can get them fairly cheap. You just gotta.
That's a high roller edition.
Toys R Us is a great spot for board games, and you know those kits that parents buy for their kids, like clay stuff or like painting kits or like
Yeah.
slime, whatever. People don't know, but Michael's sells a lot of those things.
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah.
And they also, Michael's has a coupon. You can literally pull your phone out of your pocket while you're at Michael's and Google Michael's coupons. And most of the time there's like a 30% off a regular price item, 50% off. So like
Yep.
whatever you're gonna buy is still cheaper with this damn coupon. So
And you know they've got those mail order kits that you can get now for kids. You just tell them the age, you fill out survey about what your kid is about, and then they mail you something every month. It's a subscription service, and
That's
your
cool.
kids,
Like a little activity thing.
yeah, no, well, it's an actual kit. They have science ones, they have block ones, they have wood ones. The different companies have different stuff. It's kind of like it's like our month of the club, the smokers club, right?
Or like the game boxes.
Boxes, or whatever.
Yeah.
I still get, hey, we'd like to send you this, but now a lot of people don't realize people need to look and see we're in Canada, and we'd love to sample your stuff, but if you can't,
I get that too, and I'm like, well, what would you like me to sample? And then I'm like, because if it's an accessory, sure, send it over. But if it's anything cannabis in it, THC, CBD, Delta 9, Delta, like whatever you're pushing, like you can't send that across the border. And they're like,
I always ask, the first thing I ask is, can you ship to Canada? And most times they say, yes, we can. And I've only had one or two that didn't get here. So,
yeah, most of the time they don't know the legalities.
Yeah. There's a lot of companies down in the States, in legal states, and they're allowed to mail order here, there, and everywhere, and they don't realize it, so they just throw it in the mail. Like, for instance, a company was sending me some jars up here, and they got stopped at the border. They didn't even make it across the border. They just went right back to them. I don't know why.
Which is stupid, because they're jars.
They're jars, yeah. My only thinking on that is maybe there was something in the jars. Right?
Yeah, well, I ordered something from Amazon and the package got damaged and they sent it back, so I'm not getting it.
There, I've bought a few things off of Amazon, and in both cases they were shipped wrong the first time, and all they did was they said, we'll resend it, just throw out what we've got that you got wrong. Like, they don't even want you to send it back most of the time, right? Yep.
Well, it didn't. It hit the post office, and they were like, "Package is damaged. Back to the shipper."
Back to the shipper. Yep. And then that's it.
Yep. I could reorder it, but
David wanted a knapsack last year for his birthday or something, or Christmas or something, and Kelly ordered it off of Amazon, and it never came. So she took the receipt and went through, and now they're dragging, because it's one of those companies that disappeared or something, right? Like, you got to be careful. I haven't bought too much stuff off of Amazon. I've lucked out at what I've got pretty much.
Yeah, but if you buy off Amazon, it's fulfilled by Amazon. So if it doesn't,
That's right.
Not
show up,
always.
they'll give you.
No,
They
it
should give you the
depends.
money back.
It depends.
Not always,
on
because
who the
sometimes
seller
it's
is.
on Amazon. It'll actually say whether it's fulfilled by them or fulfilled by somebody else.
Like Walmart and Best Buy. You can go to Walmart and Best Buy and buy things that aren't in the store.
Oh
that
yeah,
are
from
being-
third-party sellers.
From third-party sellers.
Yeah,
And
when you
Walmart or Best Buy are not responsible. Like, for instance,
no, but with
bought it-
Prime, with Amazon, there's a switch at the top that if you click, so it says Prime, all of those are fulfilled by Amazon.
That's right. Like, I bought a used computer through Best Buy, and I bought it at Best Buy, went into Best Buy and bought it there.
Yeah.
But it was defective. I wasn't able to take it back to Best Buy. I had to go all the way from Durham, Ontario, which is, 5-hour drive.
Not Durham, like Whitby.
No, I'm like Mount Forest area.
Yeah.
I had to drive down from there, Owen Sound area. Most people don't know where that is. And to a warehouse in Brampton and wait for them to have a look at it, which took 3 hours. Then they just gave me a new one and sent me home, and that one was defective too. So you have to be careful with that shit. I did get a fresh one. I had them ship it to me because I wasn't going to.
Yeah, we had to be careful because we bought ours off Amazon laptop. It was like $1,000. My son bought his last Christmas, and we made sure it was brand new from like the thing. And
Hey, you know what?
We came
For
across
stuff like that, I've got to go into the store and see it.
That's what I did with. I bought this
can't
new
buy it.
computer. It cost $1,000, and it was like, I'm gonna go. I want to touch it. I want to go into Best Buy. I want that box.
Yeah, see, and my son went and he chose all the games he wanted to play, and he found all the specs he needed, and he apparently that was the one he wanted. This Christmas, he just bought himself. He says it's not a hard drive; it's a SATA drive or some shit that he's gonna put into his laptop. That's gonna boost the. I don't know, but anyways,
It's
and
still a
now
hard drive.
it's
just a
more
serial.
money, But
I bought
it's money, so
I bought this all-in-one Acer a few years ago when I was at my mom's, because when I was doing all the shows, right? And this thing hardly runs now. I can't leave it unplugged. It's got to be plugged in all the time. It's basically a glorified plugged-in tablet now. That's about all it is.
yeah.
And it was very expensive when I bought it, and it was top of the line. It was when they first started introducing the 3-in-1s and laptop, desktop.
Yeah. Well, those Chromebooks.
Tablet thing. Yep.
I have
Same
a
thing.
Chromebook that
And it sucks.
yesterday gave me a notice that said after I think the 31st of January, it will not receive updates anymore and may not work properly. I'm like, what?
Yep.
So it's not going to be useful anymore? What the fuck is this? Why did I even buy this?
I
You
can't
can still use it. They're just not going to update it anymore because they have newer versions.
This is a Core i3 processor, quad core processor, an i3, and it's not Windows 11 compatible.
Mine is I don't even know what it is. Mine's an Acer laptop Aspire 3. It is compatible with 11 because it wants me to install it. I just don't know what's not going to work.
When I got my new one, which is an HP, I got that because I have a friend that works at HP and he told me it was a good one. But anyways, it automatically updated when it was updating everything. When I first turned it on, automatically went to 11. And I was like, nothing, my soundboard wouldn't work. My camera wouldn't work. Nothing would work.
Wow.
So but
that's when I want to look, because it wants me
to
install the update, but I want to see what's going to stop working here.
I went back to 10, but the minute I rebooted the computer, it reinstalled 11 again until I had to shut it all off to say, no, I don't want it. All because I was doing the beta thing. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be careful of what you wish for.
I always,
I'm still running 10. I have no plans to go to 11 until it is absolutely 100% compatible with.
I learned back in the 90s that you don't update your computer without knowing what
Marcel,
you're actually looking for. Dale's looking for. Dale, speak up, boy.
Hello, I had you guys muted, or I had myself muted because the girls were making some noise.
Do you think you really want a big dog?
I've had them.
Okay.
I've had a Japanese Mastiff. They called it Tosa Inu.
Yeah.
And that was the best dog I ever had.
Rosa's got Mastiff in her. Lab Mastiff and
I would tell you, but I'm looking myself. So
another one?
I can't help you out. Yeah, I think we're getting at that point where she's almost 3 that it's time to get another one.
She needs a friend. I'm thinking, if I wasn't sitting in an apartment, if I was up at the farm all the time, I would get another one. But I'm not in the apartment.
You should get a male, Marcel.
Why? This one's fixed. Every dog I get is fixed.
Oh.
I used to work for animal control.
Ah, shit.
I'm not into puppies.
So should we maybe wrap this shit up?
Hopefully happy New Year. Hopefully it's a better New Year.
Try again on Monday.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Monday.
Tomorrow.
So what are we gonna do for a couple days?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Pretend
I'm gonna be
it didn't
doing a bunch of stuff, new stuff every day.
Pretend
2021 never happened.
I'll be asleep in an hour in front of the
whole
TV.
New Year. There's no passports. There's no restrictions. There's no COVID. People have the cold and flu, and life goes on.
I'd like to wake up in 1972.
What happened in 1972?
I don't
No.
remember, but it was a good year.
No, I'm thinking 1974 would be a good year to go back to. But I'd like to go back knowing what I know now.
I'd like to go back to when I was 15.
Oh, yeah. Knowing what I know now. And
Knowing
just
who I knew then.
alter
There we go. There's my little ball,
Of hash?
your little hash ball.
my little hash ball.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
No, I got to teach Timmy about hot knives.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't done hot knives since I was a kid.
We've
That was the 70s.
We found the hot knives we used to use back in the 70s when we were cleaning up my mom's apartment. She had the 2 hot knives that we used to use still.
I can honestly say not once did I ever use my mom's silverware.
Well, they were her good silverware. That's why she had still 2 of them. Right?
Yeah, no, I've never taken her
They
silverware.
worked really well.
Just in case she's listening,
listening.
we never lost silverware due to hot knives. It was other people's knives.
My mom's not listening.
Actually, at one point, we were using spoons, like big soup spoons with a torch.
Tried
throwing
it.
whole buds on it.
Yeah, tried it, but you know what? It's harder to remember not to touch the spoons.
Oh yeah, it's harder to remember not to touch any of it.
See, I was lucky. My dad had a special drawer that had like all the tools and stuff, and in there, in paper towel and like elastics was the hot knives. You just had to like take the paper towel out.
Oh, he stored them there.
Yeah, it was great.
I couldn't even do them. Hot knives and toilet paper rolls.
We're actually at a party one night, and I don't know, it must have been probably 2:00 in the morning, and there was just so much pot, so much liquor in this house, and the kids' parents came home. And he walked in and he stood at the kitchen table and he says, well, he says, I guess this is why we don't have any silverware, because there was 4 guys sitting at the table with the knives going on the torch. He said, he looked around, he said, I think this party's over. Everybody said, yep. And we were gone.
Wow. Yeah, my parents were cool. They knew I consumed. They consumed. But I never had a party in my house.
No, I've never had a party in my house. Never did that with my parents.
Oh,
No. That was a no-no.
The minute my mom went to Montreal, hey, what's going on, man?
I've had friends over, but I never had a party.
Oh no, we had party.
They were always respectful.
We had a New Year's
that's
Eve party.
like me. Always
We had a
respectful
New
of my
Year's Eve
parents'
party
property.
where my dad showed up. Okay, my dad was a psychiatrist. He happened to be the psychiatrist of one of my friends that I went to school with, who was not a very nice person, and he almost got into a fight with him. Yeah, like a 20-something-year-old kid at a New Year's Eve party. My dad was in his 50s then, but the thing that my buddy didn't realize is my dad was a brown belt. Okay. So it was quite interesting evening. Yeah. Throw in my mom's boyfriend at the time. Oh yeah, it was a wonderful evening.
Wow. Yeah. Was that the 70s?
That would have been the 70s. Yeah. No, that would have been the 80s. That would have been the 80s.
Wow.
The 70s I was in Yorkville. And the 80s we were up in Moore Park. So
I never got to see the 70s, and I don't really remember the 80s. I think the 90s was like the last time movies talking about the future were actually like positive. Seems like ever since 2000, everything about movies about the future have been doomsday movies. Like nobody's ever talked about flying cars and
no more chitty chitty bang bang movies or
like,
Mary.
I remember in the 90s it was like, yay, we're gonna do amazing.
They are coming out with some retro movies, reboots, as you would, or reunion movies, or shows and stuff.
Maybe okay, so I'm a little excited about the Ghostbusters one because
you haven't seen it yet.
No, they should have done this when they did the all girls one.
Yeah, and you know what? They've just put a box set together of all the movies, and they did not include that. Yeah, some people are very upset
No
about that.
comment there.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
I have not seen the new one. I hear there's cameos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The girls one, yeah, I
No,
can see
that was
why
that
they
was a
omitted
bomb.
it. Yeah, it was, and I think that they would all agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's been a couple of good movies and good TV shows out as of late, as we talked about earlier.
Well,
And
we'll
now
see.
it's time to say goodnight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch some reruns of The Simpsons.
I might go watch that Don't Look Up.
You
Yeah,
should.
go
It's
watch
actually really good. I'm
I
gonna watch
know
reruns of The
generally-
Simpsons so we can find out what's gonna happen this year.
I've been
Oh.
watching stuff on Tubi.
Well, let me know. Because The Simpsons always knows.
Well, they know everything ahead of time.
Not a
Yeah.
show that I could get into. Couldn't get into. I've been watching The Zoo on Tubi.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's all about the Sydney Zoo or something like that.
Okay, because there's a different show called Zoo.
There's a new one that is the Bronx Zoo.
No,
Right.
this isn't actually about an actual zoo, though.
This
This
one,
is about
yeah, the
genetically
TV show.
modified animals
the
and crap.
TV
Yeah.
show. Yeah, that's a yeah. No, I'm talking about a reality show called Zoo, and it's believe it's in Australia. It's the Sydney Zoo or something like that. Yeah, and it's quite interesting. They show how they're taking care of the animals. Blah 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 blah. Did you know that on the last note here, this breaks my heart. The African lion safari has been called one of the worst animal attractions in the world for abuse. And
In
that's
Toronto.
Hamilton. Yeah. And that's, I mean, I adored that place growing up. Have you ever been, Mary Jane?
No.
No,
African
and as
Library?
you're saying this, I'm like, so you're saying that if I don't go now, there won't be a chance because by the time, this year's
I'm
next
Put it
thinking,
on your list.
they're going to be like, because the Bowmanville Zoo, the same thing happened there.
yeah, and
And Marineland. Apparently, Marineland is like
Jungle Cat World
disgusting.
is great as well, out by you, right?
Yeah.
Just past Port Hope there. And I've been there. I spent the whole day there back when I was doing What's Up Toronto magazine, and we were playing with cougars and lions and tigers and bears, like literally.
Oh my.
And yeah, but we went out to the African Lion Safari, did the same thing back then, and now, I mean, look at what's going on. I don't like what they're doing at Marineland. I don't like the stories behind it. I don't like what's going on. But all of those attractions are slowly going away.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is like these animals that are already in captivity are not going to be able to survive out of captivity.
No, but they're also
So-
they're fighting back. They're going out. I mean, there's been trainers that have been killed from these.
The animals are.
Yeah, no, the trainers are being killed. There have been.
But I mean, the animals are fighting back.
They're fighting back. Yeah. You know,
Well,
we've had enough.
unfortunately,
The
it's
wild animals.
no longer it. Like, don't get any more animals. Like, we shouldn't be getting
I
more.
don't think they
animals
can.
in the
I
zoo.
think they're going to be closing these places down, right? But then what do you do with the animals? Put them down? It's
Well,
sad.
no, I would honestly, if this was me, I would give them the place to live until they naturally passed away or they became aggressive. If they became aggressive, you would have to put them down.
It's like all the
But I
pets
wouldn't
that have been
release them
gotten, all
anymore.
the new
Can't
pets
release
that
them
have been
back into the
gotten since
wild.
COVID.
No, you can't. They wouldn't survive.
It's like all of the pets that have been gotten since COVID started for compassion and or for companionship, and now people find, okay, well, I got to go back to work. I can't have a dog. I mean,
Yeah.
like, you can't do that to animals.
Yeah, see, we got a cat over COVID, and the only reason I ever got one is because I knew I would never give it up. Like, this is a family member, and if you
Yeah.
wouldn't give up your kid, you can't adopt an animal if you're, like, that's just not right.
There's
Well, I mean, like with,
there's rescue shelters in the States that are getting like thousands of these things a
it's
week.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
a lot of them now are being shipped to Canada.
Yeah.
People that are adopting them here, which is great, but you shouldn't have got the fucking dog in the first place.
I have a friend who's recently, within the last few years, moved to Dubai, and I think is that where the Sahara is in Dubai? Is that the Sahara?
No.
That's where he is. He's in Egypt. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And what he started.
Did he get camel?
He's been on camel. Yeah, he lives every now and then. You know Shane. You know who I'm talking about, Mary Jane. He had a dispensary in Hamilton. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, trust me. Anyways, he's in Egypt now, and he gets on a camel, and then he'll ride around with his cell phone and do a Facebook Live of the pyramids and stuff like that.
What's his last name?
Hansen. Anyways, so what he started doing was adopting dogs and shipping them back here to Canada, to homes and families, because they were, malnourished and strays and stuff like that. And I mean, he's done it a few times, and people have gotten some really good dogs out of it, good pets out of it.
There you go, Dale. Go shopping for a bull mastiff.
How about a greyhound, Dale? You can adopt an old racer. They're pretty large, dude.
Do you know greyhound? The problem with the greyhound is if you're not prepared to let that dog run out 3-4 times a day, don't get the dog.
If I was going to get a puppy tomorrow, it would probably be a mastiff or another Aussie. But I'm not.
A dog that might also be good for you would be a lab.
Yes.
Because labs are pretty laid back and relaxed. Masters are awesome because they're lazy as fuck.
But that's what Rosa is. Rosa is a lab mastiff husky cross.
Yeah.
So she's got a lot of energy in her though. And now Steve.
Yeah, when you're picking a dog, you got to look at what your lifestyle is. You want a dog that are you active and on the go and hiking and running and all the time?
That's who Rosa should be with, because I'm not. But I make sure she gets her running around. She's got a 20-foot extension thing, and she bombs around, rips my fucking arm out almost.
That's funny. My friend says her dad walks their little fucking dog, like a little dog, 4 times a day.
Rosa and I are out 3-4 times a day.
Yeah, that's all right for a little
dog. And that's why I have a cat. And speaking of my cat, I should probably go because I have to go clean her litter box, or else she'll piss all over the house. Because that's what cats do.
He's standing behind me because he knows it's 9 o'clock and it's dinner time.
Right.
So he's standing behind me.
You don't want to jump in a box that smells like piss. So
and you know what? I don't blame her. And that's why I'll never get mad at the cat. Like, she's only done it once, and it was my fault. I didn't clean the box.
When I first got Steven, he peed on a shirt that was on the floor. And that was the first and only time, because he said, hey, buddy, I wasn't used to it. I hadn't had a cat in years.
Yeah.
Right? Almost 20 years.
All right, let's let these nice people go home.
All right, say Happy New Year.
Happy New
hopefully
Year.
It's better.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Okay.
Oh, we can hear all kinds of Happy New Years.
I hear them all over the place. All right.
Love it.
Here, listen to this, and then we're out of here. Go.
Hey, Mary Jane Baker. No, I'm Mary Jane Baker. Wait, can we do that again?
Mary Jane Baker, take 27.
Hey, I'm Mary Jane Baker, and you're listening to 420radio.ca.
You're listening to 420radio.ca, Canadian Cannabis Radio.
Have a great weekend, guys.
You too.
You, Dale.
You, buddy.
Bye, Hillary.
Bye, Hillary.
Bye, Hillary.